Another strike deadline on the horizon. The Rio, Virgin and Sahara have until 5 o'clock tomorrow morning to strike a contract deal for nearly 2,000 hotel workers.
8 News Now reporter Ryan Matthey explains the most recent developments days ahead of an expected boom in tourism.
We'll be back!
They've been ongoing since last year, and some progress has been made, but not everywhere.
And my husband works here too. My husband and I met here 29 years ago.
It's the equivalent of high school sweethearts for Marcy Celia and her husband. The Virgin Hotel is where they met, and nearly 30 years of cocktail serving later, she has some not-so-sweet competition, robots that can do the same job.
And we see where everything's going now. I mean, everything is on a pad or everything's, it's all digital.
Now, instead of going to their job Friday morning, hotel workers may instead end up at the picket line. She works at 3 hotel properties and during contract negotiations. And the week ahead of the Super Bowl, they say they have super bargaining power.
We're having a much more difficult time with those companies to try to get to the finish line.
It's down to the final 13 hotels that have yet to strike new 5-year deals with the workers' union. But the Rio, the Virgin, and the Sahara are on a tighter deadline, says Ted Papageorge.
These companies have had that deal for months. They've had opportunities, so there's no reason to extend the deadline.
Currently, the culinary union says its members make, on average, $28 an hour, including benefits. They're aiming for a near $10 average increase, on top of protections regarding safety and technology.
At 5 o'clock, the workers that are working at that time come out, and the workers that, as they come to work, they join the picket line.
And it comes just days before the whole world tunes in.
None of that can happen without workers. And look, these companies that are left, they're going to have to remember that the workers are the reason they have gotten where they've gotten.
We're hopeful, but it's also like a nerve-wracking emotional time as well.
The 10 other properties in negotiations are in downtown Las Vegas, but part of those talks apparently derailed this morning. Union leaders say the Circa Resort Group, which includes the Circa, the D, and the Golden Gate, are pushing back. Now, it was against contract language regarding technology and its ability to replace certain workers, as you saw in that story, workers like servers and cleaners.
This issue of technology is a strike issue for us, and companies across the board have been looking to bypass and circumvent any sort of language and protections we have, and that's just not going to work for us.
Strike deadline again, 5 o'clock Monday morning, the same day Super Bowl week events get underway.